going on here, and I know that if this was this man's two daughters and he was just washing their hands, you know, of course any woman would want the father of their daughters to be able to go in the women's bathroom and wash their hands or let them go to the bathroom, right? There's two things playing out here that I find kind of crazy. For one, this man is he's upset and he's standing in the doorway of the women's bathroom. Meanwhile, the father is washing his two little girls' hands from going to the bathroom. So there's a multitude of scenarios going on here, right? So I know that in Vegas, not even in Vegas, the outskirts of Vegas, we had a little girl that was sexually violated in a casino. Iverson is her name, and then the man murdered her. It was a teenage boy, I think maybe teens, 20s. I can't remember the whole scope of the story, but he went into the girls' bathroom, the women's bathroom, and he violated the little girl and he murdered her. Okay, so I can see where the confusion or concern can come from this man as well, because is he the father of these two little girls? So I get that part of the concern. I also get the part of the concern of the father not wanting to take his two little girls into the men's bathroom because there's no real stalls and things like that. So I'm gonna play this in a minute, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my take on it, because I feel like neither men are at fault in a way, right? When I had my little girls and even my grandsons, like I would definitely want my grandsons who are underage going into women's bathroom with my daughter or me or the aunties or whatever, as opposed to going by themselves. Because in a McDonald's, there's been several instances in fast food restaurants where children were violated in the bathrooms from going in to the bathrooms by themselves. Like one man had his was it little girls or little boys? It's been since the 1980s, and they were being violated, sexually assaulted in the bathrooms, and the father was standing outside waiting for 5 or 10 minutes, and when the son or daughters didn't come back, he went in looking for them, and sure enough that something had happened to them. So I don't think any child should be unaccompanied by a parent into a bathroom. But I also can see the red flags for this man right here, because what if he wasn't the father and he had these two little girls in the women's bathroom, right? So let's play this.
And with his two little girls using the women's bathroom.
You mean their father? Yeah, if yours was a better one, maybe you wouldn't be such a piece of shit. Listen, bud, if my princess has got to go tinkle, they're going in the ladies' restroom. Open the door, say, hey, just a dad and his girls. Never met a woman that ever had an issue with that. Well, anyone except your heifer of a wife, who I assume's the one that told you there's a man in there. They're going in there because they're girls. Stalls have more privacy, and I don't have to worry about them getting a side silhouette of a penis while washing their hands.
Wash your hands. And who's on oxygen? It's okay.
It did upset the little girl.
Immature. And he's refusing. He's taking his sweet time. I have two girls washing their hands. You let this lady, this woman is she's a woman. She can bring her daughters in here. She's a manager of the QT. I'm their dad. You can ask her.
Are you fucked? Let me get this straight. Instead of him going in there, you think it's more logical that he ask a random gas station employee, just because she's a lady, to bring his daughters into the bathroom to go to the bathroom? What the fuck are you talking about?
So we already know that women can be predators as well, because look at Ghislaine Maxwell, and look at all the children that little girls that she brought to Epstein and the men on Epstein's Island and such. She was a co-conspirator with all of the sexual assaults, right? So women are predators too. And if I was a father or a mother, I am, but of little small children still, there's no way in hell I would want the manager of a grocery store or a convenience store or whatever going to take my kids to the bathroom. And if I had little boys, I never had little boys, I had two little girls. If had little boys. I wouldn't let my little boys go in the men's bathroom by themselves, and they would be in the women's bathroom with me to go to the bathroom if I had little boys. When my girls were little and they were not old enough to stand on their own and squat and pee, I used to hold them from their legs so that they didn't sit on the toilet, especially when there's no papers for them to sit down on. So I have like a cleanliness thing where, yeah, I didn't want my daughters sitting on the toilet, dirty toilets, community toilets. And so I would hold them, and they would hold on to me, and they would be squatting, and I would hold them up in the air to pee. And probably the father of these two little girls did the same thing. No parent wants their child sitting on a public toilet like that. There's too many things that can happen. Anyways, I keep going on and on and on. But if it's a legitimate father of two little girls, you would want them to be safe, the two little girls, right? But I also get the other man standing in the doorway concern, because what if he wasn't the father? Do you get what I'm saying? So this is a type of situation that takes legit finessing, right? The man shouldn't have been standing in the doorway either. If he had a female, I think he said his wife was waiting to go to the bathroom. Well, then send your wife in there. If you have concerns about this man with these two little girls, send your wife in there to just make sure nothing happens. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, this one is I can see both sides of concern.